Alrighty. Check. It's okay. Hey, we're actually on. Howdy, everybody. Konbanwa. I know that was probably just very cringe, but I gotta get my practice in where I can. Duolingo says I have learned 100 words, so I'm moving along, I guess. Howdy, everyone. It's me. We're back with some more Ace Attorney tonight, and yeah, we're just gonna have a good time, try and figure out the mystery of this strange Catgirl that is in this hotel and why she has a wiretap sitting in one of her dressers. You know, we've got to get justice for Mia. But also, I don't want to piss off the ghost girl. Like, she talks to ghosts. It's October. It's probably not a good idea to be on her bad side. So, yeah, you know, I really like this game quite a bit. We might get into episode 3. Like, episode 2 was way longer than I thought it was going to be, so I don't really know what to expect from the future episodes. Like, I don't know how this game originally released, like if they released all the episodes at once or what was going on. But yeah, I do really enjoy it. I'm just really hoping that I did not miss anything in trying to, in trying to investigate and look at everything. You know, we've got obviously Mia's death to worry about, the strange girl in the hotel room, but we also have the lawyer and what's going on with him. You know, the big fancy lawyer who seems like a jolly fellow, but for whatever reason would not help Myra. So yeah, this is there's intrigue, there's deception. We've got it all here, friends. But I hope everybody's having a good Monday. You know, I know that's always a big ask, hey, a good Monday. But, you know, that's why we're here. We're here just to hang out, have a good time. And don't forget, tonight, well, I guess early tomorrow, the next patch for Final Fantasy XIV comes up. I don't know when exactly we are going to play it. I do have an interview tomorrow morning. It shouldn't take very long. It's like a seasonal retail position. I can't imagine they're really looking for, you know, a PhD or anything here. So we'll go in, we'll discuss what the pay is, and make sure that the hours look good, and that's really about it, I think. So we'll probably do it sometime after that. Again, it's gonna be kind of fluid. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, and I think that's just about it. You know, the stream yesterday, I was worried about those chocobos. Turns out that you can save scum that, so I have all the chocobos that I need now. So at some point later this week, after we're done with all of 14 stuff, we'll be back with some more FF7 and doing some chocobo races there. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. I plan on streaming a lot this week, so oh, sorry about that. All right, so here we are. We are at the court case. This is where I always get a little bit nervous. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about these trials. So, all right, let's just do our best. All right. This is for our employer, our partner. We've got to get this right. Is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Ah, this guy. He's the one in all the memes. Okay. This is Edgeworth, huh? The rival big fancy attorney. Vince is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts in this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. We may call our first witness, Your Honor. Okay, so let's take a look at the court record, see everything that we've got here. Make sure that we are on the up and up. Okay, death was instantaneous. We have the conversation. So here, this is going to be interesting. I'm curious on how this is going to pop up. Obviously, like the clock. Then we have the wiretap. Letters written in blood on the back, okay. But what is on the actual receipt? That's the thing. We're so focused on the name written in blood, but we don't know what's on the actual receipt. Okay, Detective Gumshoe. This guy. This idiot. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct. Please describe for us the details of this murder. Why is he saying sir so much? Use the floor map of the office to explain. Okay. Okay, so we know the window, we were there. Cause of death was loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object. Murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body. Okay. It's heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in the girl's hands, sir. Court accepts the statue as evidence. Got it. Still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Ooh, okay. We have another piece of the puzzle being slotted in. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Had hard evidence she did it. Got this hard evidence. Okay, here we go. Here's our testimony. This is the first of many parts of this trial. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay, cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Maya just threw something at me. This. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Okay. So we did that by accident last time. It's just pressing every single little bit, right? We don't have a whole lot else here. Okay. Ah. Okay, so we can actually see the viewpoint too. Interesting. That'll come into play, I'm sure. Worked lots of times. Yeah. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Thing the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Ah! Big words. Fancy text. I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Okay. Rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer. Okay, what kind of witness here? Hold on one second. Yeah. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. He did say it. He did say it, everybody. He did say it, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Exactly, what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? That's true. She can say she saw it. But that doesn't mean anything. That's not hard evidence, that's just testimony. Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. I guess she is pink. It's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Yes, pressing can have its advantages. Oh? And what else do you have? There's something I should have told you about first. Okay, here we go, here we go. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya is written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Question for you, Detective. Yeah, why is that? Why is that, Mr. Gumshoe? Should I say Dick? I forgot. You know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Because he found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. The killer, anyone can see that. That's true. That's true. The killer could have taken her finger to do it. She was framed. Hold on, if that's the case, where's your evidence? Okay. This guy's gonna be annoying, I can see that. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. The word Maya was written clearly in blood. Is this where I would want to present the evidence? Okay, here we go. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think of the facts before making accusations. Okay. I lost a little HP there. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. That's the curious part. Broken beyond all recognition. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Okay. Did you find any evidence? Don't jump the gun on me. Now listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I am very bad at this game, I'm learning very quickly. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Okay, lab tests. What kind of tests were these again? What kind? Well, I hear that they take the little bits in the blood, the hemoglobin. Used to testify on this matter. I'm no expert on blood tests. Look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. It was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh. Guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? In books and the movies, I don't think that counts, man. This isn't a movie detective, but it is a video game. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Stop right there. Witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. It didn't go so well. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Okay. Alright, I just gotta try everything, because I got no other ideas. I think, okay. So I can only miss, like, maybe 5 times? Okay. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm missing here. Oh, we already went through all of this. Okay. Alright, so there's got to be another one in there somewhere. There's got to be another way that I can press, but I don't know where. It's nice that this doesn't just, like, lock me out, though. Like, it just does it over again. You have proof it was Mia who wrote that. Of course I do, pal. Wait. We already did this. Okay, here we go again. So what am I missing? What am I missing? I'm very bad at this. As you can see, this is why I didn't make it through one practice LSAT. Here we go. Okay. You find any evidence? Okay. Found a memo written next to a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Okay. Could have been the killer. I mean, that is a big accusation. Okay. Word Maya was written clearly in blood. Okay, I'm just gonna press all of these until I figure it out. Okay, and this is the kind of test for these again. Okay. Where was I? Which hand was the finger? Okay. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Okay. Death was oh, there we go. Yeah, death was instantaneous. Here we go. Here we go. There it was. It was that one word. It was that one word. This is the power of the law. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Miss Fay, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fay. That's really what you're saying. But this isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. No butting your way out of this one, detective. Order, order. Now I just have to worry if I have enough HP to make it through the rest of the trial. I've already blown through 2. Defense has a point. Someone who died immediately couldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? Was it the day after the murder? The day after the murder? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? It was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. Isn't this the guy that fabricates evidence? Quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write down Maya. That is all. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. This guy. This guy. You look shocked. Something you want to say? I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Okay, court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Okay, here we go. This is where I have a feeling the map of the room is going to come into play. Witness Miss April May take the stand. This lady. Lady and her cheerful music in the court. This is unprofessional. Alright. Name, please. April May. At your service. Mumble, mumble. Introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Okay. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? I was like, in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch. Hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Alright, here we go. This is where things are gonna start coming into focus. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Okay. So does the new autopsy report... It doesn't have the time of death. Interesting. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. What about my cross-examination? quite firm, didn't you? I understand you were Miss Faye's understudy. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this, buddy. We're gonna catch you all. Catch them all in the act. Know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. I mean, that's how lawyering works, my man. It's kind of what we're paid to do. Hey, how dare you? Yes, I'm doing it. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Okay, here we go. Not at the, I looked out the window, you know. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. Sort of, you know. A feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Right, you have been warned. Oh, poor girl, what about the poor me? Looked out the window, what did you see next? Ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. But how was she able to see? How did you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? Only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her, and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? You trying to say you mean, lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary. Testimony again. Damn, I almost had her. So, my big thing is, how did she see? Because the lantern was out. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think. Oh, what does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Okay, here we go. Ran off to the right. Alright, let's see if we can press her on this. Is in right as you looked from the hotel? Okay, hold my right hand, right. Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Okay, and her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? Okay. Where did this weapon come from? You picked it up from the desk. What sort of weapon was it? I want to check it. How could she know it was from the desk? Because she can't see the desk. Previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this is the testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her, figuratively, of course. So you saw me too, then? Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. And ran off to the right. Okay. Picked it up from the desk. Okay. So can I not present it whenever it's not green, I guess? Okay. Kind of statuey clock? How could she see that it was a clock from here? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock, that kind of statuey clock, I think. But do I need to present it? Okay. Okay. Miss May, what you said just now is quite revealing. Ah, here we go. You just said that the statue of the Thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know that this was a clock? Miss saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. Defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yeah, no way I'm withdrawing that. How did she know? But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I have caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. May continue to question the witness. Ooh, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? So you've been to the law offices of Bay & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Yeah, it was out of batteries. Your Honor, members of the court. Yeah, it had been emptied out, remember? The batteries had been taken out. It's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? As the defense says. Oh yeah, now we're moving. Now we're moving along. Clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. You can just say she's perjuring herself. That's fine. That. Well, Miss May. Okay, what's Edgeworth up to this time? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Well, we know it was removed beforehand because she said, we have that phone conversation. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Here we go. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. You have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. Defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Yeah, take that, Edgeworth. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Yeah, start sweating, buddy. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. I'm not. Hey, Cab. Let's hear the conversation. You just want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that at again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. But we know it's not a store-bought clock. Because our friend made it. The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Not seen the clock before. The clock itself, made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Possible everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh. He's got the cutting jabs. There we go. Now what? The truth revealed. What's it to you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Oh? Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Okay. Lose it? I guess I did. Scary. This may let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. I don't know if she held it or if she heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Alright, here's the wiretap. Here it is. It heard the murder weapon was a clock. Boom. Look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Yeah, because we had the screws loose on the phone when we arrived at the scene. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. No, it's not. I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. Yeah, that's right. This judge is fair. A little bit dumb, but fair. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. Outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. And if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... I mean, didn't we already do that? We already had the conversation, right? You've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Yeah, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Yeah. She goes. She's going off. Yes, I am a lawyer. That's the point. Why it's called Ace Attorney. It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. The bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Crocodile tears. I did at the court scene the real Miss April May now. How to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. I have to. Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. We know that it had stuff in it that needed to be held. That's right, I do have a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Ooh. The tough one. Damn, she's good. See, I don't think she did it. I think she had an accomplice, but we haven't met the accomplice yet. You're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. I am serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know. Like normal coffee, but cold. You don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? This up, that's the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Where does that leave us? My great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Anything to say? Come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness? Don't know which one I should go with. If Vince would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. But we need the motive. We need the motive. The motive is on the second half of the phone. What should I do? Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Cool, you fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay, here we go. Really does look like a bellboy. Received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. It does look rather heavy. Alright, here we go. Miss May's room service. Head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. Believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. In its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. That will be finished. Alright. I mean, clearly they're out in the hall. So what's going on there? Okay. Right at 9 on the dot. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. But then she would have been talking with the bellboy, not looking out the window. How can you be so sure? Quite insistent that it be brought, then. Oh, bellboy, I'd like an iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Would she be so particular about the time? I delivered the... Where was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. Brought the room service, sir. The guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. What's an embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? Yes, sir. It's not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? It's a little odd, but okay. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Can't let this happen, shall I? Wait. Please wait. One last question. Let me ask one last question. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Which do I ask him about? Room service. Do they go out into the hall? Good, sir. Exactly 9. You requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. See. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. Wait, iced coffee for 2? Did you say? What did you just say? Here we go, here we go. It's all gonna unravel. I can feel it. I'm getting hype. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Haha. That was objectionable. Witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Oh, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the a good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Oh? He asked me not to mention if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ah, take that, Edgeworth. Yeah, you start sweating, buddy. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that the man in the room... That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been with the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? You, Mr. Wright. Who is this other person? Simple, it was... The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Start. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Ms. Mayofe. Court is adjourned. Alright. We saved her for another day. Defendant lobby number 1. That's right, Maya, I got your back. You're amazing in there. I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. Oh no, Maya! Don't fall for the bad boy. If you say so. She's just thinking I can fix him. It's what happens with me. Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. You'll have to clear her name. I got a great lead in today's trial. That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? Heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. I'm going to find out more about this man. You think he was the one who... Maybe so. Yeah, because we saw him in the chapter artwork. He is also very pink. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Watched an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. And I'm still waiting to see where that broken lantern comes into play. Don't know how much good this will do me. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. That's alright, we're on the case. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to take a 10-minute break. Take a bio break because I need to, and then we'll be back. I want to finish this case tonight. I'm real curious how this is gonna go, but we'll see how long it takes. You know, last time just getting all of the evidence took a while, so yeah. But we're getting there. We're slowly getting there, and I'm slowly learning about how this game works. So yeah, I'm getting a feel for it. All right, so I'll be back in 10, everybody. Okay, so we're back to it. Now we've got to search for the extra evidence. Feel like there's going to be a lot involved here. Hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Hmm. Laugh, yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Nothing I want to be asked. It's true, I have a very spiky head. Nothing can be done about it, it's just the way it goes. Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. What is it you wish to ask of me, then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Hmm. The man who stayed with you in your hotel room. You tell me about him. Where is he? Wait, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Did you place the wiretap on Mia's phone? Tapping a people's phone is a crime, Miss May. This woman is impossible to talk to. Why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Autumn. I can tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? I present something? Let's see. Now, which one do I want? Salmon. Take a look here. Hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Alright. I've gotta figure something out. Really hate your guts, so get lost because I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Okay. Alright, so we've gotta figure something else out. So there's gotta be another option that I'm missing here. Alright, let's try the Gatewater Hotel. The crime scene at this point. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. Not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? It's a hotel where a murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Well, I mean, that's fair. You know, if there's a way to market something, they'll figure it out. May hasn't been charged with murder. I too will become famous, the bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? Okay, I want to examine some stuff. Face as expected. Okay. Screwdriver's still stuck in that drawer. Oh, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murder's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. Okay. Should that be still life? Okay, bottle and 2 glasses. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. And then the window, of course. Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope on that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. By the look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Okay. I think that's about it for all of the evidence in here. I don't think there's anything else I can find. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. Miss May. Oh, her. Her not to boast, but I knew the moon when I saw her. He'd do it. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. Did I ask you about the man who was with Miss May? He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. Ah, so he did see him. What does he look like? Here we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. He had a photo of that man. I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo, In the hotel. Could you tell me about this hotel? Known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. Murder Manor. Okay. Alright, so I need a photo. Photo of this guy. I don't think I've got anything else that we can use. Hotel, I wasn't paying much attention to the evidence, okay. A&Co law offices. Let's go back and see if there's anything else here. The forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. Doubt there were any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. It's blue and so am I. That hotel across the way. Favorite potted plant. Old movie poster. His desk, perfectly clean as always. Okay. More books. Are some of the files missing? No, I'm imagining things. Oh, you can't be imagining things. That's part of it. You just passed over a clue, buddy. How do I get him to look? How do I get him to look? Oh, no. Options, okay. Alright, well, I guess we've got to look around. We go back to the Grossberg law offices. The painting's gone. Oh, boy. It looks like Grossberg is out today again. He's avoiding me for some reason. Now, what happened to the painting? Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... fishermen. Wasn't it a very memorable painting anyhow? Isn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Okay, an expensive potted plant. Was it the other option? It wasn't sunflowers. Wait a second. This old photos, there are two lying here. Something's been written in the pencil on the backs. L6 incident exhibit A. Exhibit B. Sure, I've seen this person somewhere. Wait, that's gotta be Mia and Maya's mom. Sure, no one will miss just one little photo. It might be a valuable clue. And of course, we've got, swap photos. Yeah. Alright. I think that's it. Doesn't look like they've ever been read. Yeah, I have to assume the other one is Maya's mom. It's all connected. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in here that I need, but what is going on with the painting? Ooh. Now let's go back to the hotel and see if this will help. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that's him? This guy's way too excited about it. Have him write it down. Oh, sure, why not? Alright, this bellboy has actually been really helpful. He's pretty dumb, but he's been really helpful. Or the affidavit. Excellent. And I think that's everything. So let's go and talk to Miss May, shall we? You again. Hey, I'm the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Let's have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. The bellboy's affidavit. He tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. This is all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed this is an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Well, I wouldn't go that far. It is a Monday. You pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. He's my boss. Wright, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Aha! White. Information gathering. Detective agency, huh? So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I don't want to end up like her. Okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Interesting. Mr. Red White at last. Finally a lead on this guy. April May couldn't have done it. That leaves him. Time to take action. Why did you discard the affidavit? Alright, well, there's only one other place to go. The painting. The painting. It's with the surreal decor. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright? Phoenix Wright? Terribly? Mr. Wright, is it? I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. Is this guy's problem? So he's Blue Corp. His dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the worldly challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess, you are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? A mighty lawyer have with such a man such as myself. I've seen this somewhere. Is this a replica? Worth 5 million for sure. Impressive lineup of trophies. Judges special runner-up, best participation. Special good try prize. Towards judges and special kind of stand out. I think it's a little putacious for just about anyone to appreciate. Guessing this is supposed to be a desk. Modeled on my body, you see. Interesting. The top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Yeah, that painting. It's all connected. All connected. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? He was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I can assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. Does sound like he's trying to turn her into a scapegoat. But we know that he was there. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. A hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. Can say what he pleases, I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. There's something that's been bothering me. That big painting on the wall over there. When did you get it? When did you get that painting? No idea, I forgot. I've seen that painting before, yesterday in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Guess you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? Oh, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, a grody burger. What? Ugh. He punched me. Oh, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. Heed my exposition, the police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? Alright, down with Corpo scum. Pretty burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Why is it that his painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. A man can live purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Alright. Alright, back to Grossberg. Let's see what's up. Don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office of Blue Corp, Red White's office. Oh, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Right. Lay it on me, Grossberg. Finally rest easy again. After all, you or me as understudy, perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Are we getting to the truth about their mom? White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. Name on the back of these photographs. It is suspected I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. Wright would have destroyed me if I did. That's the connection. Hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red Wright would be nigh on impossible. Possible? Why? Information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? Found unable to do harm themselves, and therefore to him. Look at me like that. Won't you see that there is nothing more than the weight of many years? It is the DL6 incident. Nothing more than the sorting code the police give the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Aha. It's Misty Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the request of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. So this is what Maya was talking about the other day. Did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Before, why did you refuse request defense? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think I just need more time to think about it. He does seem troubled about something. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? DL6 incident was top secret at the time. Police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. And if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? You see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. Alright. We gotta go back to the law offices, huh? It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Grossberg said there would be clues. Here we go. Cases the chief have worked on are here. In alphabetical order, let's take a look. Alright. The A wretches is my eye. Misty Faye, that's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Tarnish the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the one who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is, record stops there. Mia knew Grossberg. Knew that. Touch in here. Biggest part here, end in S. Collection of suicide reports, politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White, this is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Okay. You have any others? Check them. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Alright. I don't think there's anything else in here. Move. I don't know where else to go. Have to let me talk to her today. Move. Need to connect something. The bellboy seems to be out, huh? The sound of water coming from the shower. One seems to enjoy washing the showers. Okay. Okay, I can see the law offices. I doubt there's anything else there. Right. There's really nothing else here. It is odd that it gave me, like, another cutscene. Interesting. I mean, I guess I can... Okay, so... he took the photo out. Can't use that anymore. Move. I mean, the only other place is Blue Core. Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. It's not penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Transparent. Not hard to imagine a few possibilities. Totally strong-armed him. Okay. Okay. If I can't get him to talk anymore. No point in asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. Of course I jest. Need not restrain your mirth, my friend. Let's ask about Miss May here. Got to put him on the spot and quick. Okay. The only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? An article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds, then one day word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. And wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. What I should be doing now is going after you. Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered and all documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be? Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. You won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Let me at a time like this. Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. You even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer. What? You prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? Ooh, I hate this guy. Oh, I hate this guy so much. It's gonna be real good. Put him in the slammer. Good to settle. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. You'll be given a lawyer's endlessly enough that they will make even you look competent. I mean, I am a lawyer. I can defend myself. I feel faint. Ah, butts, hairy butts. Right, actually, Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Butts was that murderer, right? And who killed Miss Mia Fey? What? Despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. Oh, yes. It's all thanks to you. I'm afraid we switched places. I mean, you? Explain what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, I don't think breaking out would be the best of ideas. Hear me on in court. No, you could cheer for me in court. I mean, like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Huh? Better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait. I'm kidding. It was a joke. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. Give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece. Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. I mean, she could go and maybe get some more evidence. I don't know where it would be, though. Times may change. With crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Most all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. Never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair for myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Okay. We're moving along. We're just gonna keep barreling through it. I just hope there's not, like, a point where, like, I can't go back. Right? Like, I hope it doesn't move me forward until I have everything I need, because I'm not doing double saves. Alright, Maya, this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story. Do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. You torment an innocent person like this. Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him. Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Interesting. See where this is gonna go. I'm curious. Well, court will be starting soon. I'll be defending myself. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, let's go. Right. Trial Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay. Conversation. We still got this to look for. Don't entirely know why. Okay. Okay. Veteran defense attorney and me as mentor. Tapped me as phone. Also checked her in. Okay. We don't have any of the testimony from yesterday, huh? Like, we needed that affidavit. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of this event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. Very well, the prosecution may call its witness. Went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? Like, he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify at the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. I'm basically going 2 against 1 here. And he gets to show off and I get nowhere. Alright, here we go. Here's red. See what we got. Please state your full name. Oh, this guy. I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Dear, my locution's confused. These two are great together. Miss Red White, my friends call me Blanco Nino. Okay. EO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Those are 2 different things. You know, that's, usually 2 very different things in a business. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. I tell you what you already know. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Now I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing. Hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. There's no gods here. Only the truth. Let me have it, Phoenix. Alright, here we go. Testimony time. He was about 9, I believe. It's quietly that's reading to you some papers by the window. and I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Look at the building across the way. Then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. Victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, then it was all over. Heard as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Or, I mean, Mr. Wright. Alright, cross-examination time. First of all, what was he doing there? About 9. How do you know what time it was? It was absolutely positively perfect, you know. Oh no, you're not getting away with that. What was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. Happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time. Coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Quietly, that is reading to you some papers by the window. Okay. What papers? You mean the one directly across from Miss Fay and Co.? You were reading papers. This is Man's Hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Alright, I just gotta keep pressing. A bedlam. You attacked. Continue. Okay. Spiky-haired. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I'm proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Size 40. 40, don't add them together. His eyesight was good. Hey, whose side is the judge on, anyways? Not yours. We've got a lot to overcome, Phoenix. What was Miss May doing at the time? Was weeping openly. Did she know she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Presidente. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Understand. Victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. But Miss May testified that she ran to the right. Okay. Here we go. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh. You might have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Yes, Your Honor. Contradiction to the court. Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. Yeah, because if the killer was in front and saw her, yeah. Because she was saying Mia was sandwiched in between them. So one of their rights would be the other's left. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. What do you mean? So what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? Because he was the killer. In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. I'm to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him she would appear that she ran to the left, while the window, it would have been to the right. That is where the killer was standing. Exactly. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Offense or a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. They do seem a bit far-fetched. What now? He's laughing. It made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor. Be allowed to testify once more. Okay. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. The last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her, delivered the final blow. What Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That seems a little bit odd. You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Correct, as was mine. You first ran to the left. You hit her savagely. I didn't hit anyone. Not hiding anything. Is he mad at me? You ran to the right. What do you mean, next? I know that. You turned and made a desperate dash to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. I'm saying it was me. Okay. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? This is what Miss May saw. Did she see it or did you? So each of you saw different parts. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Moving along. So, were you watching both times? You thanks, Phoenix. I think we've got him right where we want him. He's slipped. What I'm about you Americans, always so impatient. Does not... Hey buddy, you're an American too. First she ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely. Ran to the right. Chased her and delivered the final blow. Died from a blow. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? That was my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? Refrain from using the phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. Obviously confused, Your Honor. I'd like to request a 10-minute break. Witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Woo! Get him! Get him, boys! Witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. See, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. In the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Killer, she attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. He's just sweating. Deal with it. This is almost over. The 2 accounts. When I heard that thing fall, what thing? You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. But he couldn't have seen that. Something about that strike was odd? Yeah, very odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Okay, of course. Stand was lying on the floor when I looked. But ow. It's beyond all recognition, Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Obvious, I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked, then? Big problemo. There's a big problemo, or I mean problem here. Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Ah, but we have the map. Impossible, you couldn't have seen the stand. Because it was out of the window's view. It was in the corner. I sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Boom. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder. Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculousity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Ah! We got him, boys. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Your Honor, I Miss Mia. Yeah, looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. Oh no, forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, hmm? What? I said you should confess your crime, ergo. Confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of this court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. Really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. It's the wiretap. You entered Miss Fay's office, am I correct? Give me a break. Alright, so they're gonna pin him with a lesser crime, huh? Alright. Let's see what they're trying to do. Oh, I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. However, it is the fact that Mr. White had been in that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. How am I gonna get out of this one? Testify to the court about this wiretapping. Feel faint. Alright, here we go. The wiretapping again. Beginning of September, the week before the murder. Entered the Fayette County law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. When I saw this glass light stand. The stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify by the sound. What am I supposed to do now? Luck, Phoenix. Week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. The wiretap was placed before the murder. It doesn't place the time. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Identified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fayette County law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap Mia's phone? Nothing, but no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. The responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? Entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Damn it. There's nothing for me there to press him on. Well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Entered the Fayette County law offices. Okay. Oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. It's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. Can't take this anymore. Phoenix! Know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. The ghost of my boss. Where am I? Waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Okay. Hey, Phoenix. Way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Oh. Oh boy. Or Maya? You know, the Fae women have strong psychic powers. When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya's channeling you, Mia. That's right, I am Maya, but I am also Mia. I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. I don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. You have that receipt in the court record, right? When you wrote Maya on. Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase September 4th. Or 4th. That stand the day before I was killed. What did Mr. White say in his testimony? Aha! You go. I think this court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent now. You just have to prove it. Alright. Alright, so it gives me a hand me out. Gives me a get out of jail free button. If I fail, I guess. You know what? I'll take it. Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Where we left off. There's nothing to go back to. Required is for you to pass judgment. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. You have an opinion on this matter? I say let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Alright, here we go. Beginning of September, the week before the murder. But it can't be. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood. You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase, why, that's the day before the murder. Ah. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fayette County law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been in there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. And that is all for the trial of... Oh? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. Certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. Any time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry. This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. If we were going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. Postponed until tomorrow. Okay. No telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just makes up something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. No. This will stay. Mia. Let's read this note out loud. List of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Oh, in her handwriting, we can tell if it was her name or not, if she's the one that wrote it. Your Honor, if I may. You bet I am. My life is the one writing on this. Like something I would like to read in court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Oh, make him stop! Oh no, how? I'd admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess, I confess. I hit her, I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. Only you knew how spirited it was. Yeah. I don't know. It feels kind of like a bit of a cop-out. Having a ghost help me, but, you know... Phoenix isn't going to jail, so I guess that's what matters. The defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Not guilty. Yay, we did it. Woo! Another case solved. That is all. This court is adjourned. Never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me. Won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? Time here's running out. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. There's still so much to say. No, don't go away, boss. You taught me so much. You come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock. I'll see you later. Chief, Mia, no. I guess I'd go to the offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. I'm worried you might not. Mia? I'm talking about it's me, Maya. Mia, Maya. All the same. Look like my sister? Look like you were her. We'll use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this, see? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Interesting. So she knew something was afoot. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices. Oh, that's true. I'm senior partner now. They're my law offices. It's like the beginning of the Maltese Falcon when I'm just scratching my partner's name off the window. Mr. Maya Faye reporting for duty. Make this casual. Let's not go that casual. Me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Nick? You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices, got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. I hope the art gets a little better in the later games. This is very early Newgroundsy. Good luck, Phoenix. Always be here watching. Force Ghost. Force Ghost Lawyer. Let's do it. Do what? Burgers. I could go with it for a burger right now. In fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Straight up. And another case down. Yeah, that was definitely longer than I thought it was going to be, but I had a good time. I liked it a lot. It's been added. Yay. Saving content. There we go. So we will save episode 3, The Turnabout Samurai, for next time. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was sweating it a little bit there. There were a couple parts that were definitely a little harder than I thought. But, you know, Force Ghost came and helped us out with memos that were just kind of sitting there. I don't think this courthouse really knows how discovery works. You can just kind of throw evidence out there as you please. But, you know, I'm not in jail, so I guess that's what matters. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. So we will be back eventually, sometime later today, with patch 6.5 and FF14, because I'm super excited for it. And it'll be another long stream because it's MSQ day. But outside of that, you know, I hope everyone had fun, having a good Monday, good kickoff to your week. Thanks a ton for coming by. You guys know the deal. Like, subscribe if you like the content and want to see me play more, just whatever, goofing around on stream. But I think that's going to be it. So I hope everyone has a good night. Take care and bye-bye.